Hello, Facebook Live. Hi, everybody. Jamie and Marcus here.
Hello, hello.
Hope everybody's having a great day. Staying warm, right? It's pretty cold.
It's 20 degrees where we're at right now.
It is, yes.
We're on our way back from the Finger Lakes. We're in the car. We are south of Binghamton. I'm not sure how the service will go here as far as phone service, but as long as we get service, we'll do this live.
Absolutely. So we found some surprises while we were in the Finger Lakes. A lot of cool things.
Very cool.
Some wineries that we had never been to before, but that we have always wanted to go to.
Yes.
And some wineries that we just found out about, that were introduced to us and we really wanted to get to. And one winery we actually didn't even know about. And we just walked in and started talking. We were in a quick hurry. So we tasted through some wines and we ended up getting some really nice surprises there as well. So a lot of cool surprises, a lot of cool things coming out. I know you did a Facebook Live yesterday at Fulkerson.
Yep.
And they came out with a new product, a non-alcoholic
grape juice.
Grape juice.
Like Cabernet Franc, Gewürztraminer, Riesling. Rosette,
which was cool, and that was really cool. So non-alcoholic. We also found some new rosés coming out. Right?
Yeah,
we
so
got to taste the rosé.
We got the barrel sample,
Yep.
the 2020 vintage of rosé, which is super exciting.
From Fulkerson.
I think this was probably one of our most exciting trips to the Finger Lakes.
I would definitely agree.
I think we had a lot of new discoveries.
Sure did.
A lot of surprises. That were really, really cool. We met some great people. We made some more great relationships. And
you know, that's what it's about for us, is building the relationships and continuing in those relationships and building them from year to year, right?
Yep.
It's not always about just going to the winery for us. And, you know, we had a driver yesterday driving us around, and I found this very interesting. You know, at one point he looked at us and goes, "You're never going to make it to that winery by the time we had to be there." And I said, "That's okay. You know, we'll call them. We'll spread it out." You know, he is used to going to lots and lots of wineries.
Right.
People are going in and people are coming out. And for us, it was about going, sitting, enjoying, relaxing, and learning new things.
Sitting with the winemakers.
Yes.
The
Yesterday
owners,
we sat
the
with
salesmen,
winemakers, we sat with the sales marketing teams,
directors,
owners
joined.
Owners, yep. And then we also, you know, not only that, but we were educated by people that work at the wineries. You know, they must be sales managers of some sort, but super knowledgeable.
Very
people.
knowledgeable.
And really impressive, very, very impressive. The scene in the Finger Lakes is just improving. Everything is just, it's becoming top notch up there. And if you have not been up to the Finger Lakes, definitely a place to go. We can recommend wineries. You can travel with us, or, you know, just go on your own, and we can give you recommendations. So.
Every new place we went to that we had an appointment with,
Yes.
Every one of them looked at our website.
They did.
Looked at our menu, looked at our wine list, and were like so impressed with what we're doing.
And you know, it was nice.
They're like, we want to
them.
come. They're like, we want to visit you.
It was like us looking at their website and going and trying their wines. You know, they looked us up and they knew what we're about, and that was really cool.
And Herman Weimer, Tara was like,
"Wow,
your wine list is just amazing. How you've choreographed it, the mission of it." She goes, "That is just amazing." And she was very smart on wine. Very, very, yeah. She was like,
she hasn't worked at Herman Weimer for a long time, and I was really,
yeah,
really
she's
impressed.
new to the team there.
Yes, and Domaine Lesieur as well. He hasn't been there that long.
Right, since Labor Day.
And he was very knowledgeable.
And we were able to meet
James,
Sebastian,
so, yep,
the owner, and he came and talked to us.
So very, very much surprisingness, you know, that we got. I know that's probably not a word, surprisingness, but it sounds like it should be. There was a lot of surprises.
Yes, a lot of awesome surprises.
Yes.
A lot of really cool. So the 2020 vintage of rosé is most of it is in the barrel still at these vineyards. We were able to taste from the barrel, from the vats.
And even at Keuka Springs Vineyard, he actually pulled a bottle that was just being bottled off the bottle line.
Right, off the bottling line.
For us to taste, which I thought was really cool.
We walked into the vineyard, and we heard the bottling line going, and he goes, "Oh, that's where we're bottling the rosé," and he like literally went and grabbed the bottle right off the bottling line, and we tasted.
Yes, that was cool. We tasted a Saperavi rosé.
Yes.
Which was really cool and interesting, something new and different.
So Saperavi is a grape that I had once before, and I forgot where I had it from, but it was a grape that's from Georgia, the country of Georgia. It's the world's oldest vinified grape, basically. It's a very dark grape. Dark juice, dark.
Yeah.
It makes a very strong wine, bold wine. Yet when it's bottle aged, it mellows out.
And the rosé that we tasted was it only had the skins on contact for like an hour, right? Not even an hour.
Just during pressing.
And it was super dark. It was probably one of the darkest rosés I've ever seen.
Right. So,
color,
Saperavi is this grape that's, I guess, doing quite well in the Finger Lakes.
It grows really well there.
We've never had it in the Finger Lakes before.
No.
I've had it once before, I believe at a wine show in New York City. And when they said Saperavi, I was like, oh, wow, I knew, my brain went back and brought that out. I was like, wow. So we tasted not only one Saperavi, but two, didn't we? Two vineyards had Saperavi. So the chances of that happening were really, really cool.
It was cool.
So Cuckoo Springs was a big hit for us. Weiss,
Weiss,
German.
Yep, German.
And right next door, Domaine Le Sieur,
yep,
which is a French couple, young French couple, that are making their mark there. All the wineries up there, it's great. They all get along very well.
And we said something about competition, and they said, no, it's a community.
It's a community.
Everybody works together. Some buy grapes from some growers, and others help. It really was nice.
They're all there for each other.
They are.
They all play very fair in the sandbox, so it's really, really great. So I had mentioned one of the things that I mentioned was like what I thought what was making better wines in the Finger Lake was the competition among each other. And it wasn't really the competition; it was more of the community and the customer demand. And I said the competition it's not the competition; it's the community.
Yes.
And it's really the consumers demanding it, not in a way of demanding it, but expecting it. If you're coming up and you're a good wine drinker, you're now coming to the Finger Lakes, which is a very serious wine region. This is nothing, to say, small little wine. The Finger Lakes are a major wine region. There's well over 100 wineries, maybe even 200 wineries up there.
He said there's hundreds of wineries.
Hundreds of wineries. And they are making some amazing wine and is catching the attention on a global scale. Their wine is getting exported to Florida, to other states, to other countries, some of it. Not in large quantities, though. Not in large quantities. The largest winery we were at was yesterday, or the last 2 days, was Herman Weimer, 18,000 cases. A couple weeks ago, the largest winery we were at was 50,000 cases, which is Lakewood.
Lakewood, yes.
So the wineries are all still very small scale, hands-on, family-owned. The owners are there. Really, really great. In fact, at Herman Weimer, the two owners live on the grounds.
They do.
And Herman Weimer, the original owner and founder, still lives in the area. He lives in Geneva.
Yes.
He sold the vineyard in 2006.
And he stops in at every harvest, they said.
Yeah, he stops in every harvest. So Herman Weimer, I think, was a major surprise for us. Herman Weimer was a major surprise, and here's why. We haven't had their wine since 2005. They were with a small distributor back in 2005, Elmira Distributing, and we bought some of their wines. And then they moved to a big distributor. And when wines move to a big distributor, typically
they get lost.
They get lost in these big portfolios. Nobody pays attention. Out of sight, out of mind. So we just never paid attention to Herman Weimer again, even knowing that they're world-class wines. They went to a smaller distributor. I don't know how long ago, but they're with a company called Skurnik now. And
we're super excited about that.
Yeah, so the Skurnik rep hooked us up, said, go, you have an appointment there. We went and met with Tara, and totally blown away by their wines. I realized why I liked their wines 15 years ago.
They
why I love their
have a
wines.
lot of finesse and a lot of beauty in them.
Yes.
They're really, I know it's like a weird way to describe wines, but the love, you can just feel that love in that bottle.
Their wines are very distinct.
Very distinct.
The big winner for me was their semi-sweet
semi-dry Riesling.
Or semi-sweet. Had so much acidity in it that it balanced it out beautifully. You couldn't tell it was it was semi-sweet, I believe.
Okay.
Semi-sweet. They have some single vineyards up there. They grow most of their own grapes, I think, is what they said. And it's really cool. When you go to do the tasting, they pull out this big canvas frame. And they show you where all the vineyards are at, the topographic map, the lake map, the depth of the lake, where they're at in relationship to that, all the slices and, like the charts of the whole vineyard as you're sitting and where you are. So it really puts everything in perspective of how close they get to the lake, how far away, certain vineyards. And they recently bought another vineyard, Standing Stone, which is on the opposite side of the river. And if you're
opposite side of the lake.
Opposite side of the lake, you're right. And if you're in Barolo, if you're in Barolo, where they make Barolos, in like Lemoore, in that area, the vineyards there always strive for a piece of land from here and a piece of land from there. They want the diversity of the valley. Like every single Barolo producer wants something from Serralunga, because that's the backbone. Those make the strongest Barolo wines because of you know the soil and the
region,
exposure.
the terroir
and it's just
there.
It's like right across the valley. You can see it. Well, they said at Herman Weimer, Tara said, you know, they wanted across the lake,
across the lake,
because it has a different climate, the microclimate, different soil, and it gives a different quality of wine.
Yeah.
So they acquired that vineyard over there that they make wine from as well.
Yes.
So it's really interesting. Herman Weimer was I think every winery was great. Herman Weimer was a big surprise. Domaine Le Sieur, Weiss, Cuca Springs,
and of course we love going to Fulkerson.
Yep,
so.
Fulkerson we've been to, and we love going there. We saw Cindy, we saw the winemaker, sat down with them, and they treated us like VIPs, and
it was awesome. It was an amazing time. So if any of you are interested in going to the Finger Lakes, let us know. We'll tell you the best places to go. We'll tell you our recommendations. If you don't want to do any of the planning, we can do it all for you.
Because there still are some bad wines.
There are some bad wines.
There still are, and in fact, there's wineries that we've been to a couple times that we just don't buy from because we don't feel their quality is high enough
for what we're looking for. Yep, absolutely.
So they might have a big facility, they might give a good tasting, a good tour, whatever. They might be filming, but we just feel the quality is not quite there. So this is why certain wineries are not represented on our list.
So thanks everybody for watching. We really appreciate it. If you're watching live, if you can put hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay. And we're actually heading now to...
don't tell them where we're going.
You don't want them to
They have to tune into the next live.
Oh, Marcus is going to do another live. So stay tuned to the next hour for another live.
On location.
Location.
At another groundbreaking, really cool producer here in New York State. We'll be stopping in and saying hello to some friends.
Yes.
And hopefully if there's service there, we'll do a little Facebook Live again.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
All right, everybody. Just a quick reminder on our $9.99 specials this week at Aroma Time. We have 3 great specials this week, or tonight. We have our burger special for $9.99 to go. Indian braised chickpea and eggplant for $9.99.
Vegetarian,
gluten-free. And we have our beef and broccoli teriyaki with rice, our brown rice, for $9.99 to go. And then of course we have our Valentine's Day box available. Pick up on Valentine's Day. I would definitely say please order that box by tomorrow so we know what we need to order. 647-3000, 845-647-3000 to place your orders for that. For the box, for your takeout orders, our dining room is open. Limited reservations available on Valentine's Day because we are limited seats. So we will have takeout available as well, plus our Valentine's Day boxes. So that is it.
There's a possibility we might run out of burgers tonight.
Oh.
Because of the snow the last 2 weeks, our Farm Hub deliveries have been off. All of our deliveries have been off, but the local Farm Hub deliveries have been thrown off, and we don't get another order until tomorrow. So we have 30 burgers going into tonight. So we might sell out. So if we run out of burgers tonight, that's why. It wasn't intentional. It was snow, weather related. So, but we have 50 more pounds of ground beef coming in from a local farm tomorrow.
Correct.
So it'll only be temporary. So that's why you want to call early.
Great. So stay tuned for our next live. And I will also be doing my cocktail time with Jamie at around 4:30 today. And that is it. We'll see everybody soon.